Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Texas Association of College Admission Counseling Virtual College Fair. Thank you so much for joining us today. My name is Matt. I'm going to be your facilitator this evening, and we have a great list of colleges that you all are going to hear from. But first, a few housekeeping announcements. As attendees, your camera and microphone are off, so the panelists can't see or hear you. If you have any questions, you can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions at any time, and I do recommend using that throughout the entirety of our session this evening. A reminder to sign up for more sessions. There is one more hour of programming after this. And one more reminder that this session, as well as all of our sessions this evening, are being recorded and will be available at strivescan.com/Texas in the next few days. So without any further ado, I'd like to turn it over to our first presenters from the Cooper Union.
Yes, hello everyone. Let me just get this video started. There we go. Share screen. Okay. I think, all right. Okay. Hello everyone watching today. My name is Daniel. I'm an admissions representative from the Cooper Union. Thank you so much for joining us today. I'd like to tell you a little bit about our school today. Cooper Union is a school with a rich history and vision focused on inclusion and access. For example, our women's right to vote started in our Great Hall. One of the biggest advantages you have to Cooper Union is that we're a small school, but we're located in the East Village of New York City. So it's going to be a small school with the framework of the bigger, Manhattan, New York City. It's great. Our campus has 3 buildings. It's not a lot of buildings, but we have a lot of going on in those buildings. And at CU, we believe in experiential learning that crosses the boundaries of our 3 programs. Like I said, we have small class sizes, so we have under 1,000 undergraduate students. This means very small class sizes and lots of personal interaction between you and the professors. For example, we have an 8-to-1 student ratio. It's very good. You get a lot of attention from our professors. We have 3 schools in the Cooper Union centered around design, creation, building, and innovation. The first one is our Erwin S. Channon School of Architecture. This is where you will earn a 5-year NAAB Bachelor of Architecture degree. This is the degree you need in order to become an architect. Students from all 5 years of the program work in one giant studio in a building side by side. They all work together. They work on things like drawing, model making, design, development, along with digital tech. And for architecture, what we use is a studio-based curriculum based on rigorous critique and debate. Next, that brings me to our School of Art. We offer a 4-year degree in fine arts. There are no majors in our School of Art, so we offer a holistic artistic working environment for multiple disciplines. For the first year, if you decide to come to our art school, you will be trained in just a general thing of everything. You'll be studying drawing, painting, printmaking, photography, film and video, and graphic design. This provides the students with different perspectives and experimentation across disciplines. Students in their sophomore year of our program get a dedicated studio space from the rest for the rest of their stay at Cooper Union. And lastly, that brings us to the Albert Nurkin School of Engineering. We have degrees in 5 engineering areas: civil engineering, chemical, electrical, mechanical, and general engineering. Students come to our engineering department to engage in challenging and rewarding hands-on project-based learning experience. For your freshman year, you will be studying something called problem solving. This is where you will work on projects that we think are important to society, such as reimagining waste, designing rain gardens in the city, automated robots, and refugee in-flight shelter kits. Our highest performing students in the engineering department go on to pursue our integrated master's and bachelor's program. This is where you will be able to earn both a master's and bachelor's in just 4 years. And also for the School of Engineering, if you want, you can decide to minor in bioengineering, math, computer science, as well as humanities. As far as labs and facility goes at Cooper, you will have access to countless labs and facilities. Recent additions to the lab space is our art, architecture, construction, and engineering lab. This is where this lab has state-of-the-art technology that allows students from all 3 schools to work together. Some of the things that we have that you can work on are 3D printers, water jet cutters, CNC routers, embroidery machines, as well as many others. We also have a very special program called the VIP program. This is an interdisciplinary program. You will work with students on projects centered around a common theme, such as designing a smart city. Student life here is very rich at Cooper Union. You know, we have over 80 clubs. We also have competitive clubs for the engineers, such as Formula SAE racing, Chemi, and Steel Bridge. As far as housing goes, we offer housing to all of our freshman students. Our housing is great. It's located 2 minutes from the campus building, and it's in the center of the East Village, which means you'll be able to cross-pollinate with other students from NYU and other schools around that area. Housing is not mandatory at Cooper, so if you choose, you can live at home if you're from New York, or you can live anywhere else in the city if you want and still attend Cooper. We also have an Office of Career Development, which gives out great opportunities. Most students at Cooper end up doing at least 2 internships, many of which are paid. And of course, before you graduate, you will get personalized assistance in finding your next step of a career. As far as financial aid goes, you know, every admitted student is automatically awarded a half tuition scholarship valued at $22,275 a year. Seniors should apply for FAFSA as early as October 1st, and exceptional candidates are automatically considered for additional merit award. And of course, we have work study opportunities for people who, need it, we try and work with all of our students to make sure they are not deterred from attending for financial reasons. The average cost of attendance for an incoming class last year was $14,111. This number is why Cooper Union is consistently ranked one of the best value schools in the country. As far as application requirements go, we use the Common App and have both early and regular decisions. Our deadlines are listed here, and we will be test optional for this year. And I'd like to point you to our virtual information session that we hold once a month. You can get there at cooper.edu/apply. And I guess that's it. Thank you so much for attending. If you have any additional questions, please email us at admissions@cooper.edu. Thank you.
Great. Thank you so much, Daniel. Next was scheduled to be Savannah College of Art and Design. They're not with us at the moment, so we will jump ahead to Grand Canyon University.
All right, Daniel, thank you so much. It was great to hear about Cooper Union. Good afternoon or good evening, everybody. My name is Wade. I know it says Jeremy on my screen, so I'm actually covering Jeremy, but like I said, my name is Wade. I am the University Admissions Manager for the state of Texas. So I want to talk to you guys a little bit about GCU, kind of introduce you to us, and then ultimately answer any questions that you might have. So a little bit about GCU. We are a private Christian university based in Phoenix, Arizona. On-campus population just under 21,000. So a little larger than your typical private university, but a little smaller than your typical public. So nestled right there in the middle. Over 225 degree programs, on-campus housing, which we'll discuss coming up. But yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to put them in the chat. I'll be happy to answer them for you as well. All right, so as I mentioned, private Christian university, over 225 programs, Division I athletics. And so we're right in the center of Phoenix, Arizona. And so have our Division I athletic program there as well. We offer pretty much every sport except for NCAA football. So we have baseball, basketball, swimming, diving, track and field. And we also have club sports as well, ice hockey, rugby, lacrosse. And so tons of opportunities to get involved if you're looking for, that next step, in athletics. But so degree wise, like I said, over 225 options there. One thing that we really, really like to promote at GCU is our hands-on learning opportunities. And so we keep our class sizes relatively small, about 25 to 1 professor to student ratio. So what that means for you and what that means for the students is that there's that opportunity to create that personal relationship with your professors, with your lab professors therefore as well. So very, very hands-on, a lot of opportunities for that one-on-one interaction as well. That kind of leads to that faculty involvement. So our faculty, they do take part in helping students move forward, career-wise in terms of finding internships and then finding that opportunity once they do finish up their bachelor's or master's degree at GCU. On campus wise, we do have a lot of opportunities for students to join clubs on our campus. We have over 200 clubs on campus as well. So if you are looking to really get plugged into the community, there's definitely no shortage of opportunity for you there as well. No out-of-state tuition. So about 2/3 of our students at GCU are actually from out of state. They're not from the state of Arizona. And so having the opportunity to really waive that out-of-state tuition does encourage students that aren't from the East Valley to make that jump out to Phoenix and give themselves an opportunity to experience something a little bit differently. Our idea and our goal in terms of our mission at GCU is to really create that private school environment, but at a similar cost of your state school. So typically before anything, any scholarships or academic based scholarships or financial aid is applied, we're looking at roughly $25,000 per year for everything. That's your books, your tuition, your fees, your room, and your board. Average cost of everything after scholarships are applied is roughly $17,000 for everything. So as I mentioned, we do want to create that private school environment, but want to stay as close to that state school cost as we possibly can. And so when it does come time to potentially apply to GCU, our application is free, it's online, there's no essay, and it's very mobile friendly for you as well, so you can take care of that on your phone. Academic wise, like as mentioned, over 225 degree programs. One thing that is very, very popular on our campus is our STEM related degree programs. So of our 21,000 students, roughly 70% are studying in something STEM related. So that's anything, in the medical field, that's anything engineering or anything, computer science, technology related. So all of our engineering programs, they are ABET accredited. Our medical studies, so anything pre-med, pre-PT, pre-pharmacy, and then pre-PA as well. What those programs will do is they'll give you access to our cadaver lab on campus and really help prepare you for those exams to get into whatever school of your choice is once you finish up with your bachelor's degree. Business program as well. So what we do is we reach out to many companies within the Phoenix area and then all across the Southwest to really give our students a chance to have that internship opportunity. So definitely some chances for you to kind of help build up your resume prior to your graduation. Criminal justice, fine arts, and psychology, just a few more opportunities that we offer at GCU along with our theology program. And so if you are looking to maybe look into a worship arts program, looking at ministry, global ministry, there are opportunities for you at GCU for that as well. Campus experience, and so we're looking at roughly 250 acres for our campus, and so it's it's a very, very spread out campus as well. Kind of give you an idea, from one end to the campus to the other, you're looking about 10-11 minute walk from one side to the other. So our dorms and apartments, all of our apartments and our dorms on campus are all apartment style, meaning that they all have a living room. There is at least 2 restrooms within each dorm, so there is no communal bathrooms on campus. So it does give the students that are living on campus a sense of privacy as well. So that's always very, very sought after. Gym wise, there are 6 gyms on campus that are available to all of our students, regardless of which gym you choose. Pools, same, about 5-6 pools on campus as well. Just under 30 eateries on campus, Chick-fil-A, Subway, Pan Express, and some healthier options for you there as well. We do post our scholarships online for everybody to see. And so what we look for is a minimum GPA of 3.0. The SAT or ACT is optional. And so as long as you have an unweighted GPA of 3.0, then we would be able to move forward with acceptance to GCU and then be awarded a scholarship based on this table here. And then right here is our application. So like I mentioned, it's free, it's quick, it's mobile friendly. And so you can just pull out your cell phone, scan your camera over the QR code, and it will take you directly to our application.
I do need to cut you off there. I apologize.
Okay, that was the last slide. So you're good.
Awesome. Great.
Yes,
perfect timing. And with that, we will move on to Wholesale University.
Appreciate it. Thank you, Matt and Wade. So how's it going, everybody? My name's Derek. I'm a member of the touring and outreach team here at Wholesale University. And Wholesale University, we are an entertainment, media, arts, and technology school located in sunny Winter Park, Florida. If you're unfamiliar with Winter Park, that is a suburb of Orlando. So we love being an entertainment school in an entertainment city. So to give you just a little bit of a breakdown of what we do here at the university, I got a short little video introducing our campus and a little bit of our student life. right, so that's just a little look at Wholesale University. Sorry for those little technical difficulties there, but our education platform and how we help our students get to their dreams is fast and focused here at Wholesale. So what I mean by that is we are going to help you guys get out into your industry in half the time. So our graduation is going to take 2 years for a bachelor's degree here on campus. You're still going to be getting the same bachelor's degree you get everywhere else. We just accelerate our programs to meet the pacing of the industries that our students are getting out into. We offer the flexibility to begin your program at any time. So every month out of the year, we have a start date, and it's a great opportunity for students to begin programs when it is most beneficial for them. But another thing we really pride ourselves on is offering a real-world hands-on experience to our students through project-based learning. This way, they're able to know exactly what's going to be required of them as they get out into their industry, and allows them to build an amazing portfolio throughout their time here at the university. We also are going to be doing all of that on industry standard technology. So for more about that, we have what's called our Wholesale Project Launchbox. So what this is going to be a degree-specific technology package that will help our students be able to complete all their projects and be able to do it and have all of that access 24/7. Now, you will have access to all of the labs on campus 24/7 as well, but sometimes when you're getting up, creativity spikes, you might not want to have to get yourself ready and head to campus. It's nice to have your own home studio right there with you. Now, student life here is creative. We have a very large creative community based on the different degree focuses we offer here. So making friends and being involved is very easy through the different student clubs and organizations we offer here at the university. These are a handful of them right here. Some of my favorite being things like tabletop gaming, the WWE NXT Student Initiative, our climbing and running clubs, collegiate DECA, so many fun ways to get involved both academically as well as creatively. Now, a big part of our club that started as a club and is now our only collegiate competitive team is our esports team named the Armada. And what we've done, because we are very big into gaming as our degree focuses here at the university, we went ahead and built this facility right here, the largest esports arena on a college campus in the United States. Now that's great for the intercollegiate activities that we have, but also it's amazing for professional opportunities as well. Being in Orlando, we've hosted some amazing esports tournaments with the likes of Madden, the Call of Duty League, the NBA 2K League, as well as the Overwatch League. So great opportunities for students to have real world hands-on opportunities to work with those professionals and add that to their resume before graduating. Now, career development is going to be helping you guys, our logo is a plane, helping you take flight with your life after Wholesale. So we like to talk about kind of where our graduates have gone and what they're up to today. So if you guys are familiar with any of the companies that are coming up here on the screen, every single one of these our graduates are currently working at today to help bring to life some amazing projects. So we have over 60 career advisors that offer lifetime support for students coming out of Wholesale. And we will also, since we are a technologically based school as well, if you think about how many times you have to update an iPhone or add a new software update, well, we want to make sure that as new things come out within our industries, our students can come back and learn that at no additional cost. And also working at amazing companies like that has led them to year-long opportunities to work on some pretty cool projects. At the most recent Academy Awards in 2021, we had 85 Wholesale graduates not credited. At the 2021 Grammys, we had 59 Wholesale grads credited. And at the most recent 2020 Game Awards, over 270 grads were credited. So we love to always talk about that amazing, those amazing heights that our students consistently strive for, and hope to add more names to those lists as the years go on. But the admission process, how to get started, is going to be awesome. If you're serious about your dream, we're going to take your dream seriously. So at the end of my presentation here, you will see a QR code that will help you go ahead and scan that for a application. Now, we have a lot of different scholarship guides as well. Things that we have updated here are things like our Women in Technology and Emerging Tech scholarships. These are full ride tuitions scholarships for students that are big into technology with a 3.8 GPA or higher, and also submitting an original project related to those fields below. Also, we have our Creative Mind Scholarship of up to $25,000 for high school graduates earning one of the following: a GPA of 3.0 or higher, SAT scores of 927 or higher, or AC scores of 19 or higher, plus an original 500-word essay of how you and your creativity has led you to Wholesale. So with that, guys, we have a few last things like our Tech Fest if you're interested in learning more. We have a lot of cool things to help you guys learn, win scholarships, and also build your community. So with that, thank you for your time and have a great rest of your evening.
Great, Derek. Thank you so much. And next, we're going to hear from Columbia College, Chicago.
Hi, everybody. My name is Alfredo Echeverria. I am your admissions representative here at Columbia College, Chicago. Columbia is a four-year liberal arts private institution located, as you can see, in Chicago, Illinois. We are a college that mainly focuses in the creative industry. So if you're someone who flourishes in a creative environment, or you seem to do well with other creatives, this might be a really great place to look at. So when it comes to, the student population and what numbers look like, we're a medium-sized college, so we are close to 7,000 students. A majority of those students will be undergraduate students, such as yourselves, looking to get some kind of bachelor's degree from us. We do have a pretty small graduate student population, about 200. This current school year, we did enroll close to 2,000 new students. A majority of those were incoming freshmen, but we are also very transfer friendly. So I always encourage students, if it doesn't work out your first year here enrolling at Columbia, feel free to enroll at a local community college or a local university, earn a couple credits from some classes you'll take, and transfer over to Columbia to finish out your degree here with us. When it comes to the programs we offer at the college, we have over 60 different majors and programs. It's usually going to be a combination of majors, minors, online certificates, and graduate degrees. And when it comes to our residence halls, about 71% of freshmen live on campus their first year. I always like to stress for two reasons. One, you get to live in downtown Chicago as a college student. And the second, you have access to a lot of those job opportunities and internships. Usually a lot of those opportunities exist in the downtown area anyway. So it would probably be like a 5-10 minute walk, maybe bus ride, train ride from campus to any internship or job that you might have earned over the next year. When it comes to diversity and inclusion, that's a big part of our identity here at the college. You'll see that anywhere on our website, represented in our student body, our staff, our faculty. About 57% of students identify as students of color, and about a third of our students identify within the LGBTQIA spectrum. So diversity and inclusion, and making sure that regardless of whatever walks of life you come from, identities you have, life experience you're bringing to the college, we always make sure that you have a platform to share those stories with us and ultimately to the world. When it comes to the average high school GPA, it's usually about a 3.34. Of course, we always review applications holistically. So if you're not at that number, don't sweat it. We look at everything that you submit when it comes to reviewing the applications. We are also test-free. So we know that some students are not the greatest at standardized testing. Maybe they don't perform the same way that they do academically in comparison to a standardized test. We won't even look at any of those scores should you even decide to submit them to the college. When it comes to financial aid, really quickly, there are 3 ways for you to earn financial aid from the college upon applying. So the first one is completing an application with an official transcript on file, which makes you eligible for an academic merit-based scholarship. The second one is based exclusively on your FAFSA, which would make you eligible for a financial need-based scholarship. And then the third one is a portfolio or audition. So we know that students are making work and creating work already in high school. So for BA applicants, it's completely optional for you to submit either a portfolio or audition, but for BFA applicants, because those programs tend to be a little bit more competitive, a little bit more intensive, you would be required to submit one of those two for admittance into your program. So 99% of freshmen earn some kind of financial aid from us. 97% of transfer students earn some kind of financial aid from us as well. When it comes to the actual environment that you'll be in, we do consider ourselves what we say a hands-on immersion in your fields from year one. So what does that mean? Some colleges, universities around the United States might make you focus on your liberal arts requirements your first 2 years, and then your major related classes your last 2 years. At Columbia, we don't do that. We let you take in, your music classes, graphic design, theater, film classes, year one, semester one, day one, if that's something that you want to do. We never want anything stopping you from pursuing and starting whatever it is that you're passionate about. For the average class size, for most classes, they're usually about 15 to 18 students per class. Of course, this encourages you to network and connect with your classmates. Ultimately, your classmates will be your collaborators, your 4 years here, but ultimately they'll also be your collaborators, post-graduation. So we want to make sure that you have that opportunity to meet people in your class, from the get-go. And faculty, they live what they teach. We make sure of that. It's also very common to hear students earn some kind of job or internship from their instructors because they live in the industry that they're teaching you. When it comes to majors and programs, we touched very briefly on this on our second slide, but this is the very general overview of the types of degrees we offer here at Columbia. So just a brief overview, we have audio communication and writing, media arts, performing arts, and visual arts and business. When it comes to the student life itself and what it's like to be here at the college, we have over 70 different clubs and organizations. We have new ones starting up all the time. We have other ones that are ending. So whatever it is that you like, I'm sure that exists already at the college. And yeah, there's always something to do, always something to see. We also have residence centers designed for creative students. There's one in particular that's my favorite. It's called the Dwight. We have one floor that's completely vacant with nothing in there. We actually encourage the students to graffiti the walls, create murals on the walls, have a space to exert that creative energy. And every year we paint it white, and every year we encourage you to do whatever you want there. So that's Columbia in a nutshell. Again, my name is Alfredo Echeverria. You can email me there, give me a call there, and whenever you're ready, you can always start and submit an application at colum.edu/apply. So thank you so much for having us here, and I'll hand it back to our facilitator.
Great, thank you, Alfredo. And next, we're going to hear from the Art Academy of Cincinnati.
All right, just 1 second. All right, hi everyone. Thanks for joining us today. As you said, I'm from the Art Academy of Cincinnati. My name is Danielle or Danny, either one's totally fine. I'm an alumni of the school. I graduated in 2016 with a degree in art history and painting. And the Art Academy was founded in 1869, so we've been around for quite a while, but we definitely are going to be on the more petite side with that. So we are going to be a school of around 250 students, and so that way you'll actually have more of a family vibe, getting to know everybody on campus. And even if you don't know their name, you definitely know their artwork as well. We actually are going to be a school of creative writing, fine art, and design, and we are most proud of our transdisciplinary program. So if you hop over here, you can see our list of majors and minors, and it may look like a petite list. However, our program is very strong and robust in the fact that we really encourage you to learn about everything and anything you're interested in. So you could come in being a creative writing major and take classes in sculpture, painting and drawing, photography, animation, really anything you're passionate about and want to explore, we encourage you to do so. So not only is that helpful for you and your practice, but it's also going to make you stand out on resumes as well, having so many different skill sets. And then students at the Art Academy have 2/3 of their time focusing on studio arts based work. So that's going to be your major electives, as well as some time for extra fun classes like experimental photography, digital drawing, screen printing. And then 1/3 of your time will be focused on liberal arts. However, they're not ever going to be classes that aren't pertaining to you as a creative. So for example, even in our zoology class, students have to keep a sketchbook of every animal they learn about. So by the end of the class, you'll not only have more information on the animals themselves, but you also have a sketchbook of about 50 to 60 different types of animals you've learned about. And that also goes for art history courses as well, focusing on anything from some ancient, but also modern contemporary things, or some other like kind of fun things as well, like graffiti and street art and history of tattoo as well. And the people you'll be learning from are going to be creatives in their field. So whether those be fine artists, curators, musicians, writers, scientists, they're going to be a very diverse group of people in the knowledge and the breadth that they bring to the Art Academy. And they're also going to be the people you learn from day one. We don't have TAs teaching our freshmen. We have full-time faculty working with you as soon as you step in through the door. And then with our facility, it's actually going to be just one building. So you don't have to worry about running around a large campus in the rain or the snow. It actually was 2 old factories that we just gutted down the middle. And so the staircase kind of unites the 2 buildings together. And it's also very easy to get around too, because each major has its own individual floor. So painting will be on 4 North, sculpture will be in the lower level, printmaking on 4 South, and so on and so forth. And what's nice about the Art Academy too, is that once you take the introductory class into that lab, you can go back as many times as you'd like. So you don't have to worry about applying to use that facility each semester or each year too. But the biggest highlight of our building and our program is going to be our artist studios. And that is available for all seniors and juniors. And it's usually anywhere from 3 to 4 people, and usually a group of best friends or people who work really well together. And with that, it's going to be your space to create a body of work, to relax and reflect too. So oftentimes students bring in couches, mini fridges, microwaves, because this is where you're going to be spending the majority of your time in your artist studio. But you also might wonder, where are freshmen and sophomores then if they don't have studio classes? Well, you're still going to be in the classroom working one-on-one with your faculty member and your peers. Whereas once you get into the higher levels, it's a lot more self-guided and directed, almost like a master's program. And then with our dormitories, they're actually directly across the street from the Art Academy. So you could wake up 5 minutes before class, walk on over, and you're good to go. So you'll have a full kitchen, access to laundry, you'll have an elevator, large windows, exposed brick. So we definitely want you to have more of an apartment style dorm for your first time living outside of your house. And then we are going to have an urban campus. So with that, the neighborhood of Over the Rhine, or OTR as it's called, is going to be your campus to be able to explore all the different restaurants, art supply stores, galleries, and more. And then we also are going to have a very vibrant creative industry field in Cincinnati. So whether that be from top galleries, museums, design firms, to also having a lot of really great local artists to do internships with as well. And then with our application process, it's pretty straightforward. You can apply through Common App on our website or in person. In person and our website is going to be free. We do ask for a self-reported GPA at the time you apply, just so you don't have to send us a transcript in the middle of semester. We just mainly look for that final transcript once you've graduated. And then we also look for 8 to 10 pieces of your best work in this portfolio. And that's primarily because we want to see your best work no matter what it is, because that's where your entry scholarship will come into play. And that's anywhere from $8,000 to $16,000. And there's also other opportunities for scholarships. So you're always more than welcome to email me and get more information about those too. We also have a tuition promise. So the tuition you come in as a freshman is going to follow you until you're senior. So you can actually budget for all 4 years and not have to worry about tuition prices rising. And if you're ever interested in coming for a tour or doing a virtual tour as well, you're always more than welcome to let us know. You can email me, or you can also email us at admissions@artacademy.edu. But I just want to say thank you so much.
Great. Thank you so much. That is all the presenters we have for today. We were supposed to hear from one more institution, Savannah College of Art and Design, but they're not here. So with that being said, I'm going to actually invite all of our panelists today back on cam if they'd like. And I'm going to pose a couple of questions just to give them an opportunity to talk more about their experience in college admissions and also their institutions. So we're going to answer in the same order, 20 to 30 seconds each. And again, just giving everyone a little extra screen time and the chance to chat more. So starting, the first question is going to be, what advice would you give someone going through the college search process? And we'll start up at the top with the Cooper Union.
Hi, everyone. Definitely one of the most important things for the search process is to go to the school if you can. I know traveling is difficult these days, and talk to the students and see what student life is like. And that is where you're going to get the most accurate description of the school, and you'll get the best answer if you want to go there or not by talking to the students. Also, be boastful in your application. It's very important to brag. It's one of the few points in your life where we encourage that, and it looks good. So yes, do that. Thank you.
Great. Grand Canyon University.
Yeah, very much like Daniel said, I think that visiting, as many universities as you possibly can just to get those different perspectives is huge. But another, thing that I always encourage my students to do is just set aside a time, maybe, once an hour on Saturday, every other Saturday, whatever that might be, to look at outside scholarships. And, don't overlook the small ones. $10, $500 scholarships are just as beneficial as one $5,000 scholarship. So yeah, just carve out some time and, complete the applications.
Great. Full Sail University.
I couldn't agree more, Wade. Take all the time you can to find any scholarship that you can that is applicable to the schools you're looking to go to. Every dollar helps, and yeah, so just definitely go with that. And going with an open mind, but also go in knowing what you want when you're going into the college search process. Spending time at the universities, talking to student life, but also making sure you make the decision that you ultimately want to make will best resonate with you in the future.
Awesome. Columbia College Chicago.
I would encourage any student to engage with your admissions representative. We're all here and we are literally paid to help you with any questions that you have. So it doesn't hurt to ask any questions. I always get students who seem to be struggling over months because they couldn't find something on our website. We're here to help you with anything, whether it's, what you consider like a silly question, a very big question, small questions, whatever it is, we're here to support you with anything you need.
Great. And lastly, Art Academy of Cincinnati.
I would say be strategic on how many colleges and universities you apply to, because some actually have quite high prices when it comes to their application fees, and you don't get that money back, even if you decide not to go there. So be very purposeful and really choose maybe your top 5 schools and really investigate them, and then apply to at least 5, and then maybe a few more after that if you need to.
Great. All wonderful pieces of advice. Now I want to give everyone the opportunity to talk about their institutions a little bit more. So what's one thing that you want students to remember about your school? And again, we'll start up at the top with the Cooper Union.
Hello. One thing you should definitely remember about our school is that we are a small school in the New York City in the East Village. So we have under 1,000 undergraduate students, and our student to professor ratio is 8-to-1, which is fantastic. You can get a lot of attention from the professors. And even though it's a small school, it's still the big city with all these other universities around. So it's just a great place to be in the East Village.
Great. Grand Canyon University.
Yeah, I think with GCU, we're very big on, students being able to see the, potential school that they want to attend. And so because of that, we provide a free flight out to visit our campus in Phoenix. So once a student has applied and been accepted, we'll be happy to, pay for your flight, pay for your food, and then pay for your overnight stay as well, just to really give yourself a chance to experience university.
Awesome. Full Sail University.
Awesome. So our founder said, if you're serious about your dream, we're going to take your dream seriously, and just know that you'd be coming to a creative community where wherever you'd like to do in the bounds of where you'd like to, make your mark in the entertainment industry would be accepted, and people would help you strive to reach that goal.
Awesome. Columbia College Chicago.
I would say something that I would want students to remember about Columbia is, this past year we've dedicated our institution to being an anti-racist institution. So that is going to be embodied as part of our curriculum in all of our classes. Again, it's very represented in our student body, how diversity and inclusion is very integral to our identity as a college. And yeah, that, it's an ongoing process. It's always, it's full of, learning opportunities, mistakes, but that's something that we're really dedicated to this current school year and moving forward.
Great. And lastly, the Art Academy of Cincinnati.
I would say the Art Academy really encourages students to be their most individual self, but also their most radical self. So really, as a student, I felt very encouraged to be as weird and as avant-garde with my work, but also push the boundaries of that. And especially being in such a small school, it had a very family-esque vibe, which I really enjoyed. I came from a school of around 4,000 students for high school. So it was really nice to have a very small education, but still having a very liberal way of thinking about myself and my work too.
Awesome. Great. I think we'll have time for our last question, which is, what is one myth you'd like to debunk on the college admission process? Again, starting up at the top with the Cooper Union.
Yes, just make it really quick. Don't worry or freak out too much about grades and scores. It is a holistic approach. We look at everything. So make sure that we know you as a person in your application, that we can get to know you personally, and don't worry so much about the emphasis on grades and tests.
Awesome. Grand Canyon University.
Yeah, I think that a lot of high school students really feel the transition from high school to college can be very daunting. There's so much, to do with the applications, the scholarships, financial aid, everything. So, I think that, every university has counselors just like everybody on this call, and it's our job, it's our passion to help you and to help you and your family throughout that entire process. So I know it just seems like a list of things that you need to do, but that's why we're all here and we're all more than happy to help you.
Awesome. Full Sail University.
Well, yeah, dang, Wade, stole exactly what I was going to say. Is just this is what we, I think Alfredo said it best as well. This is what we're paid to do. We really enjoy helping you guys achieve your dreams, do what you want to do. So lean on us, reach out. My information's here, and they've all showed their information. Just reach out to us. We're always a resource. And yeah, thank you for your time.
Awesome. Columbia College Chicago.
I would say that, nothing is set in stone, especially this early on in the application process. Every year I always get students who are, freaking out about, they want to study music, and then, later on they want to do animation or film. We can change that very easily. So feel free to even use this entire school year, even this summer, to change your mind. We can work with you to change anything that you feel like you'll probably flourish in better than whatever it is that you started with.
Great. And lastly, Art Academy of Cincinnati.
Sometimes I have students say, I'm worried that I'm not good enough or I won't be able to get in. And really, I just want students to know that you are worth it and you are good enough to go really anywhere you set your mind to. It's more or less, really using those resources of your admissions counselors to help you figure it out. And maybe the first time around it doesn't work out, but keep trying to do what fits best for you and your lifestyle.
Awesome. Great advice and great answers there from everyone. That is all the time we have for this evening. So I want to thank everyone for joining us. From our panelists, thank you for taking the time out of your very busy schedules to chat and talk to everyone about your great institutions. And for our attendees, thank you for taking the time as well. When you do close out of here, there'll be a quick 5-question survey that will appear. If you wouldn't mind filling that out, we'd appreciate it. That's how we make improvements on our event, is from hearing your feedback. Reminder that there is another hour of programming, so sign up for more sessions. Another reminder that this session and all other sessions are recorded and will be available at strivescan.com/Texas. So thank you, everyone, and have a great evening.